Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn about the signum function. Here we will discuss the definitions and domain and range of the signum functions, as well as we will discuss here the continuity of the signum functions at any point. Please watch this video till the end so that you will be very clear about the signum functions. Let's get started. First of all, writing the definitions of the signum functions. Signum functions. Today's topic is on the signum function. Signum functions. Let's define the signum functions. Here the signum, the word signum comes from, it is related to the signum word is related to the word sign. The signum function is related to the sign. It is either positive or negative or no sign. So the name signum is given to this function. Signum means the sign. It is related to the sign, positive, negative, or here. Let's define the signum functions. First, the signum function. Here I am going to take the x as an input. Here the signum function of x. Let's suppose this is f of x also. F of x. Here this is defined into the three pieces. The signum of x as the value -1, -1 if the input x is less than 0. This means for the input less than 0, for the negative input, the output of the signum function is -1. Similarly, the output of the signum functions will be 0 if the value of the x is exactly 0. If the input is 0, then the output of the signum functions will be 0. Similarly, the output of the signum functions will be +1 if the input of that functions, if the input is positive. Here in the negative input, when the input is negative, the output will be -1. Output also be the negative, and when the input is 0, the output is 0, and when the input is positive, then the output will be also positive. So here it is related, this function is related to the sign, plus or minus. So this is called as the signum function. Signum means just sign, either it is positive or negative. This is the definitions of the signum functions. Here we take x as an input, and the output is here f of x. The function is here f of x, which is here signum of x. SGN means signum of the x. Yes, this is the definitions of the signum functions. It is the piecewise function. It is defined into the three pieces. Let's plot the graph of the signum functions, and then we will discuss about the domain and the range of these functions. Let's plot the graph first. Let's suppose this is the x-axis, and here the x-axis. Let's suppose this is the input x. Here the input x taken as the horizontal axis, and the functional value, the output is here signum of x, which is here f of x. Let's plot this data on this graph. Here the let's plot for the origin. Here is the origin. Here the origin, when the value of the x is in the horizontal axis, these are the values of possible values of the x. When the value of the x is 0 at this point, then the output will be 0. So when the value of the x, when the value of the x is 0, then the output will be also 0. This is the point. This is the value of the signum of x when the value of the x is 0. This point. And here when the value of the x less than 0, this means negative inputs. Let's suppose here is +1 and here is -1. Here when the input, the value of the x is less than 0, less than 0 means left part of the origin. When the value of the x is less than 0, then the output will be -1. So this will be the value. Here is the open circle, because at this point x is equals to 0, it is already defined, the value is here 0, so we cannot take the same output value at a same input. The functions will not be defined for the two values of the single input. So here already defined, when the value of the x is 0, it is 0, so we cannot take here the closed circle, here we take the open circle. And this is for the value of the x less than 0. For the negative inputs, the value of the functional value, the signum of the x will be -1 for the negative inputs. Similarly, for the positive inputs, the result is +1. So there is also the open circles, and this moves towards x. It is for x positive. If we take the input positive, then the result will be, then the functional value signum of x will be 1 plus 1. This is the graphical representations for the signum functions. Let's talk about the domain and range of these functions. And here the domain of this signum function is here taken as x, and the value of the x are possible values of the x are here either 0 or negative or positive. It covers all the value of the real numbers. It covers, so the domain of the signum of x, domain of this function is it is the numbers, all real numbers, all real numbers. It covers, the domain means here x is taken here as the domain, and it covers all the real numbers. These inequalities cover all the real numbers, set of the all the real numbers. So the domain of the signum functions belongs in the set of the real numbers, belongs in the set of the. Similarly, the range of this signum function Sgn of x is here. The range means the possible output. These are the outputs, -1, 0, and +1 are the output. So the range of these functions will be either, let's write in the listing form, either -1 or 0 or +1. These are the possible values of the signum functions. These are the output of the signum functions. So the range of these functions will be -1, either -1, 0, or +1. This is the range of this function. And let's discuss more about these functions. Let's take an example. The question is here: find value of the signum of the input. Here the input is x square minus 2x plus 3. We are going to calculate, and here the given that the x belongs in the set of the real numbers. Here the variable x belongs in the set of the real numbers. This is the questions. Here we are going to find out the signum of x square minus 2x plus 3, and the given that here the x belongs in the set of the real numbers. It accepts all the real numbers. Let's find out the value for this signum function. The possible output of the signum functions are -1, 0, or +1. Among these values, which value is for this function signum of x square minus 2x plus 3? Here the input is this x square minus 2x plus 3. Let's find out the corresponding output value. Here the input is the input of the signum function x square minus 2x plus 3. Here the input is inside this parenthesis. Here the input is x square minus 2x plus 3. This is the input of this function, this machine. Let's do some simplifications on this input. Here this can be written as x minus 1 whole square. X minus 1 whole square. Here is 1 comes, and the remain only 2. Here I simplify this given quadratic equation, given quadratic expression in the perfect square form, x minus 1 whole square plus 2. And this value x minus 1, if we take the value of the x, any number, if we take the values of the x either positive or negative, this will be this term, this first term x minus 1 whole square gives always positive value. It is square here, so it gives the positive value. Positive here, the positive value plus this plus 2 means positive. Positive value plus positive value gives the positive value. The sum of the positive numbers will be always positive. And here the for the positive input, and here the input is here positive. We can observe there the input is here positive input. For positive input, for the positive input, the value of the signum function, the value of the signum functions will be always 1. Here we from this graph, for the or we can see for these functions also, for the positive input, the result of the signum function is plus 1. All positive inputs, here the our input is positive, our input is this input is positive. So the result of or the output of the signum function x square minus 2x plus 3 will be positive 1. Here we calculate the value for the value for these signum functions. The value of the signum functions is totally dependent on either the input is positive or negative. If the input is positive, then the value is output is plus 1. If the input is negative, then the output will be negative 1. If the input is 0, then the output will be 0. Very easy to calculate the functional value for the signum function. It totally depends on the sign of the input. Here we first calculate the sign of the input. It is positive, so for the positive input, the result of the signum functions will be plus 1. This is all about the signum functions, domain and range, as well as the functional value at any point. Let's discuss about the continuity of these signum functions. Continuity of signum function. Let's discuss about the continuity. We already discussed about the continuity of a functions at a point. Here we are going to discuss about the continuity of the signum functions. Here let's discuss about the point first, x is equals to 0. For the point x is equals to 0, the function is, this function is not continuous. We can easily observe that here is the breakdown of these functions at exactly x is equals to 0. Here this function is not continuous at the value of the x is equals to 0. Let's calculate the continuity of these functions by the definitions of the limit. For the continuity of the functions, at any point, the limiting value should be same as the functional value. Please remember the point. For the continuity of a function at any point, the limiting value should be same as the functional value at the same point. Let's calculate the limiting value for this function, for the signum functions. Let's calculate first the left hand limit at this point x is equals to 0. The limit of the function, here the function is signum of x, when the x approaches to 0 from left hand side, so we have to put the negative sign on the top. This is the left hand limit for the signum function, and here we are going to take the values of the x which are very closer to 0 from the left hand side. The values of the x very closer to 0 from the left hand sides are these values, these negative values. This means we are going to take here the negative inputs. For the negative inputs, the result of the signum function is for the negative input, the result of the signum function is negative 1. So limit the signum functions for the negative input is given here the negative 1, and this is here x approaches to 0 from left hand side. and this is here just negative 1. Here we calculate the left hand limit. The value of the left hand limit is a negative 1. Similarly, we can calculate the value of the right hand limit. It is just limit of the function, signum function, when we approach this 0 from right hand side, so we have to put the plus sign on the top, and this is equals to here. When we take this, means x tends to 0 plus, means we are going to take the values of the x just greater than 0. Greater than 0 means positive. We are going to take the positive inputs here. For the positive inputs, the output, the signum function is defined as the positive 1. So the limiting value is here positive 1. And here the left hand limit is not equals to the right hand limit. So the limit is not defined here. Here the limiting value is not exist. So the functions will not continuous at x is equals to 0. Here the limit does not exist. If the limit does not exist, then the functions will be discontinuous. It is the non-removable discontinuous. Limit does not exist for the signum function at x is equals to 0. So the function is discontinuous at x is equals to 0. Let's take other points other than 0. Let's take next points at x is equals to let's suppose x is equals to 3. Here we are going to calculate the limiting value as well as the functional value at x is equals to 3. Let's calculate the left hand limit. For I am going to check the function, the signum function is continuous or not at x is equals to 3. Let's calculate the left hand limit. It is just limit of the signum function when we approach this 3 from left hand side. This means negative on the top, and this is here. If we approach, let us suppose this number 3, this is 1, this is 2, this is. If we approach this number 3, this input 3 from the left hand side, if we take the values of the x nearly equals to 3 from left hand side, then the output, then the corresponding output is here positive 1. Here the corresponding output is positive 1. If we take the values of the x nearly equals to 3 from left hand side, the output of the signum functions will be 1. We can easily observe from the graph. So the limiting value, left hand limit, will be positive 1. For the input, for the positive input, the signum functions is defined as a plus 1 for the positive inputs, and x approaches to 3 minus, means we are going to take the values of the x very closer to number 3. So the functional value, the functional value for the signum functions will be plus 1. That's why the limiting value also plus 1. Let's calculate the right hand limit also. Right hand limit means the limit of the function signum function f of signum sgn of x approaches to this 3 from right hand. Let's approach this number 3 from the right hand. Let's take the values of the x very closer to 3, and at these situations also the output of the signum functions will be plus 1. So at these situations also the output, the right hand limit is plus 1. Here the left hand limit and the right hand limit both are equal. Let's calculate the functional value. The signum of, here the point is 3, signum of 3. Here the input is 3, which is positive number. For the positive number, the output is plus 1. Here we calculate all three, left hand limit, right hand limit, and the functional value at the point x is equals to 3, and they all are equal. So this function, signum function is continuous at x is equals to 3. We can easily observe from the graph also. Here at x is equals to 3, there is no breakdown, so this is the continuous function. Here left hand limit is equals to right hand limit is equals to the function of arrow. So uh, so it is continuous at x equals to 3. So continuous at the point at the input x is equals to 3. Here we calculate the continuity of these signum functions from the definitions of limit. Remember that on very important note on the signum functions, the signum function is continuous everywhere except 0. Except 0. Uh, the signum function is continuous. The signum function is continuous at every point except x is equals to 0. At x is equals to 0, it is discontinuous. We already proved it here. At x is equals to 0, the function signum function is discontinuous. And the other points except x is equals to 0, the signum functions will be continuous. We can easily observe from the graph also. Please remember the point. The signum function is continuous at every point except the input 0. If the input is 0, then the functions will be discontinuous, and otherwise the functions will be continuous at every input. This is all about the signum functions. We will discuss more about the signum functions in our next video. Please keep watching this channel, keep loving. This much for today. Thank you.